I am very tired. Too tired to have any meaningful discussions, so instead I'm going to revisit a game that I haven't played in a while. Stardew Valley. There's been a major update since I last played this game that added a bunch of new content, but I'm not going to explore any of that. I'm just going to play Junimo Kart. There are two arcade games in this game. Everybody always talks about Journey of the Prairie King, but I always thought that Junimo Kart was better. Well, not always. Junimo Kart got a major rework in one of the updates, and now it's way better. But people still prefer Journey of the Prairie King, and I don't know why. It's very simple, but very hard to master. Like, I just died already. That's no good. There's barriers, and you fall again. This is bad. There's only a checkpoint all the way back here. There's normally more checkpoints, but we're starting over. So this is Junimo Kart. It's a pretty simple auto-runner arcade game. You gotta jump over the gaps and not be really bad at the game. I'm tired, okay? That's why I'm failing. I'm not worried about losing to the first level because I'm really good at the game. I'm gonna log in here. You can control your jump by how hard you click, and that allows you to do some pretty crazy tricks. Plus, the game is super generous with jumps. This level is ice, which you can use to go faster. You lose your momentum very quickly unless you continuously jump. So I'm gonna do that here. Try to keep the momentum. That was a pretty good trick. This is the skill expression level. The rest of them, you can't really do much skill expression. They're just sort of get to the end. This one, though, you can carry this momentum for so long. You do have to miss a ton of coins, but if you beat this quickly, you do get a bonus. Okay, was that fast enough for the bonus? Let's see. I think it was. Oh, yes. I did it fast, and now I get to skip the boss level and go straight to the ship level. That's a trick only us professional Junimo Karters know. So this level's gimmick is that you're fast, and it's scary. And there's ghosts that sometimes just are in your path, and there's nothing you can do about it. Hopefully that doesn't happen here, because I got a ton of extra lives that I want to be saving for the dangerous levels up ahead. I'm doing alright so far. There's a lot of these big gaps that you gotta cross as well. You just have to hold the click as much as you possibly can for those. It's very generous with the jumps. You can, like, completely miss the track and still land on it. Like, right there, and right there as well. That's another level done. Alright. We got lots of lives going into the lava level. Okay. This one's also just the gimmick is that you're fast. And there's rocks now, like in the first level. The rocks are horrible. If you get unlucky, they can just completely mess you up. Like, oh. I thought the rock was gonna crush me there, so I kind of just conceded. Okay, that's unfortunate. The rocks are the most luck-reliant thing in the entire game. Sometimes they just mess you up and there's not really anything you can do about it. But everything else is surprisingly skill-based in this game. Like, look at that. We're already at the end. Only one level left and I've got 8 lives to beat it. This might be my best Junimo Kart run ever, actually. The last level's got a lot of small gaps, but no major gimmicks. And there's no rocks because we're outside now. It's playing the outside ambient noise. There's no point to gathering the fruits here because this is the last level, but, like, you still can, though. Oops. Oh! That checkpoint is far back. That's too bad. Oh. This is really brutal with no checkpoints. This can happen sometimes. Very few checkpoints. They are randomly placed. I need to be smarter with my platforming here. That's a little better. Still wasn't better enough. This is not looking good, actually. I still have 5 lives, but they go fast, especially if you get something like this. There's still no checkpoints! That's like half the level with no checkpoint. Okay. The dream run is now just a regular run. But it's a good thing we saved all those lives early on. We can pull this back now. Come on, give me a checkpoint. Seriously? No checkpoint? That's really unfortunate. Okay, well, 3 lives left. This might be the worst layout I've ever seen, but we'll make it work. Hopefully. I'm out of lives. I'm actually out of lives. Oh, I went into this with 8 lives. I might be throwing there. Oh my goodness. Maybe it's not a perfect game, but those horribly unlucky scenarios, they're part of the fun. You don't really get that so much in Prairie King. It's just, oh, lots of enemies. That's just terrible. Prairie King can still be fun. I mean, it's pretty popular for a reason, but I think nobody cares about Junimo Kart, even the game's creator. Despite having overhauled the whole thing in one of the updates, still said he prefers Journey of the Prairie King, which I just don't get. There's so much more visual flair and excitement going on in Junimo Kart. Whoops. Okay, I thought we were gonna fall there. That was almost a perfect first level. Almost perfect. I missed 1 or 2 coins along the way. And then sometimes you have like 3 checkpoints without any hazards, like that. Okay, that's a little insulting given the state of our last run. Okay, I'm gonna fall there, but I got the checkpoint, so it's a strategic fall. That was not a strategic fall, that was just kind of sad. Slomp Stomp. This is one of the boss levels. We skipped the bosses last time. The other boss is much more interesting. This one, it's basically just don't stand on the slime tiles because they slow you down and then you'll get stomped by Slomp. Oh, okay, this might be bad actually. We've got a slime into a slope, into a jump. Okay, we made it. Another unfortunate fall, but there was a barrier at the end of the path, so I couldn't really stay on the path. That's the boss done. The boss didn't even get to me a single time. That boss is pretty easy, and now we get to beat it up right here. Very gruesome. This level is pretty much the same, except I failed it this time. That wasn't even an unfortunate scenario, I just missed the jump. Okay, pretty easy level still. The Ghastly Galleon's one of the easiest levels compared to some of the other stuff. Will we get the other new level? Oh, right. The Glowshroom Grotto. This is the hardest level in the entire game. There's a bunch of gimmicks. First off, there's these mushroom platforms. These don't do anything. But these ones are scales that you gotta tip. And you have to tip them sometimes. You got these stupid mushrooms with poison gas. Those sometimes just mess you up if you get unlucky. We got lucky there, though. This time we might not get lucky, and there hasn't been a checkpoint. That was like half the level with no checkpoints, but we made it work. Because there's not very much regular platform in this level, you don't see very many checkpoints, which sucks because of how deadly it can be at times. Okay, that was almost perfect actually. I think I missed 1 coin. But other than that, I got everything. So let's redeem ourselves for the final level now. There are actually a good amount of checkpoints this time. We'll see how far we can go without them though. Okay, I don't know what it wants me to do there, actually. Wait, this might be bad. Okay, I see it. That is really horrible, that generation. I got through, though, and there's a checkpoint, so I don't have to do that scary jump again. That was the last jump I messed up. And this is an unfortunate place for a checkpoint. I have to kind of just jump right away. And there you have it. Okay. That went a whole lot better than last time. I think I could have beat that other map, but I fumbled it a bunch of times, and there were no checkpoints. But even if you get unlucky, you can make it work. Like, we had that jump right there. That was really weird. And I managed to get it on my 2nd attempt. So that's the ending. There's just a bunch of happy Junimos. There is one level we didn't get a chance to see. 2 levels, actually. One of them is hard to reach, but I'll try to reach it. We have to beat level 1 flawlessly. And that's picking up every single coin and not dying at all. Which is a bit of a tall order, but we'll see if it can work. It's basically just luck whether you get it or not. Since sometimes I'll put coins in places that you just can't reasonably reach. Here's some boulders coming up ahead. We got lucky though. Okay, this coin's actually in a precarious position. I got it. Oh, I got it. Oh, there's another precarious position coin. There you go, perfect! Oh, I'm so good at this game. Look at that, perfect. And now, watch what happens. The secret level on the bridge. This one doesn't have a name, but it's a coin bonus room, and it's blue. There are so many coins in this level. That's about it. It's nothing special. There's no gimmicks other than the ridiculous number of coins, but Journey of the Prairie King doesn't have a bonus coin level. Look at all these coins we got. We got 6 lives going into the boss level. You can't get the skip off of the bonus level, which is too bad. But will we get the last level we haven't seen yet? We will. The Gym Sea Giant. This one was, like, really controversial. There's bubbles. That's the gimmick. And there were a lot of bubbles back in the day. But I believe in 2024, they did nerf it, so there's significantly fewer bubbles than there used to be. It's much more manageable now. It can still mess you up if you're not careful, and sometimes there's just platforms you can't reach like that. I'm actually gonna fall because I want to get the orange. That was a bit of a foolish move, because getting all of the fruits just gives you an extra life, and I spent an extra life to do that. Imagine like 3 times more bubbles, that's the old Gem Sea Giant. But otherwise, it's pretty chill now, pretty simple. I got hit by a ghost there. That didn't happen in any of the previous runs. It has a unique sound. And the ghost goes away. All the obstacles go away if you hit them. The barriers, you can jump on the barriers to break them. But you can also run into them, and they'll break if you run into them. But they will take a life away if you do that. So try not to do that. That's why I've been avoiding them. I don't think I've hit a barrier on the face a single time, though. I have missed jumps trying to avoid barriers, so it's the same thing pretty much. Oh, I fell. I missed the cherries. That's too bad. Like I said, there's not any point in worrying about the fruits. It just feels right to get all of them. A shame to have missed the cherries, but that's another run finished. There was like 3 almost fully complete runs at Junimo Kart. I did fail the first one, but I beat the other 2, and I showed everything the game has to offer. I even got both of the secret routes, which are not very easy to do. Sometimes you just get unlucky and can't do them. Of course, normally it's in the saloon and you can't play in your house, and you also have to get to the bottom of the mines to actually play this one. Prairie King is available from the start. Once you beat it, just like Prairie King, you get a home version of it that you can play in the home. There's an endless mode as well. You can just go forever until you lose. It's much easier, and the levels are much shorter. But honestly, if they just repackage this as like a $5 downloadable title and maybe added some missions to do, I think nobody would even think twice about it, because it's so quality for what it is. But no, it's not even a $5 downloadable game. It's a free inclusion in a farming simulator. That's probably why it doesn't do so well, actually. I can't imagine the fans of farming simulators and the fans of tough as nails arcade style auto runners have much overlap. Krobus put this plant here. I don't know why, but I don't have the heart to move it, so I just left it.